we had the nurses come in here and speak to us about the whole inducing the labor. That's basically what they're trying to do. And they talked to us about medications. We told them we don't want nothing that's going to affect the baby at all. They said, oh, there's no possible side effects with this, except if the person that's injecting it injected too much or the pace of it how it's injected. So I went and go get food. She goes to sleep. We come back. They already got her hooked up to the oxytocin. I get on the internet and do my own research and find out that it may cause heart disease, breathing problems, jaundice, a couple other things that I don't want, seizures. I don't want these things associated with my baby. I want a natural born baby. If my baby not ready to come yet, it's not ready to come yet. They wasn't there when we had sex, so they don't know exactly when the baby was made. This is all off educated guesses. So maybe we got another week. Maybe we shouldn't be sitting here inducing and forcing shit on my baby. I feel like my baby's gonna come on the 15th. That's what I've been telling her for the longest. And that's a spiritual feeling. That's a feeling I feel inside. I'm connected to that baby, not these nurses and doctors. So I feel like our rights was violated, man. Like, honest to God, I feel like we was lied to just to push an agenda, just to push a medication, you know, or something on us. And we didn't want it. Now they took it off as our request. The woman come in here smiling. I said, why are you smiling? It's a serious situation. She kept smiling. I said, you gonna keep smiling? Yeah. I said, well, get the fuck up out of here then, because you disrespectful to me and how I feel about my baby. So I told her to leave. They left out, and now you came back.
You can refuse.
Yeah, that's right. I know.
Okay.
That's the thing. I'm educated. I'm far from dumb.
Refusing the Pitocin is not a problem. Like, you can refuse that, and it is completely in your right to do that. So there should be no issues with that. They should have had no issues with that.
Right. And she shouldn't have been hooked up to it while she was asleep, and I'm out of the room.
Well, that is a standard protocol that we use all the time. Literally hundreds of thousands of millions of times it's used. Like, it's a very common drug that's used in the birth of children.
It don't matter. Listen.
No, I agree. It's up to you.
Meat is eaten every day. You go to a restaurant, get meat anywhere. We don't eat meat. So to bring me something and tell me it's grapes and it got meat in it, I don't give a fuck, because it's so common that everybody eats meat. Mm-hmm. We don't eat it. So anything I tell you I don't want in my body, or want in her body, or want in my baby's body, don't put it in there. I don't care how often y'all use it.
I agree. However, well, you need to listen to all what I have to say, man. Otherwise, it's going to be a fruitless conversation. When you said you left, and it's like someone came in here and snuck it in while she was sleeping, that's not the case. That's what I'm explaining. The case is, we have standard protocols that we do all the time. You can refuse them anytime you want. And that's what I'm actually here to advocate on your behalf. You can refuse them and stop it, and I'm with that. And they will, and they have. So that's not a problem. We'll stop the Pitocin, stop, it's not running, we're good to go. But as far as us and protocols, there's a set protocols we always follow. You say don't follow that protocol, we won't. It's the same thing on the other side when someone's in the ICU, critical care. We do full code, we'll do all measures go until you say, hey, I do not want you to go full measures on my dad or whatever, then we'll stop. But our protocols are something that we have to follow. Now you say stop it, it's stopped. So I think it's resolved, right? Like, I mean,
we'll know when the baby comes. If anything's wrong with my baby, y'all be ready.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother issue, but yeah. I mean, that's your right too, right?
Yeah.
So
I got lawyers on standby, man. So, I don't play no games. So
that's up to you too.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, as it stands now, I think everything's okay. They stopped it, and we're here to help along the process. That's the point. We're not here to fight you.
Right, shouldn't be.
Yeah, no one's here to fight you.
But like I was talking to my friend, she said, I didn't go to the hospital until I was dilated to a 9. My baby came out just fine, natural. And that's what I'm aiming for. I don't want, if my baby's not ready, send us home. Tell us the baby's not ready. Don't start, oh, we need to help your contractions. They're not close enough. We need to know, let God do the process. Let nature take its course. We don't need human doing nothing. Straight up, straight like that, homie. That's how I feel about it.
I do too. I had mine at home. However, you can also have. I've had 2 at home and 2 at the hospital, so I've done both ways. But you can go home anytime you want. If you say, "Hey, I want to go. I want to leave," you can leave.
Yeah, this is the scary process. I don't want to go home now that they done started shit on her, put the balloon in her, did the cervical thing, all that. I don't want to go now because a lot of things that's going on in her now aren't natural. And I feel like we should be here just in case her body does something that's unexpected.
Well, what did they do? Did they put a balloon?
The balloon is out.
I know it's out, but they
Oh,
already
okay.
put it in. It
Oh,
already
right.
stretched. She already bled. Come on, man. Of
Right,
course
right.
it's out, man.
Okay, I didn't know that. That was my bad. I didn't understand that. So there's basically nothing going on. Okay. So we're back to completely natural, normal, right? Is that right? Like there's
Hopefully.
Okay. I mean, I understand some other things were done that you didn't necessarily want. Okay. So time. Okay. You okay? Okay. I guess there's nothing really. I mean, I don't know what else to say or do. I think we're at an okay place.
I mean, we're going to chill, and I want my baby to continue to be monitored now, you know, and if more time go by and we don't see no progression, yeah, we'll go home, man,
Okay.
and then come back, man, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
like, to me, that's something that should have been said to us anyway, opposed to, like yesterday, they told us, go take a walk. We took a little walk, came back, you know, everything was pretty much still the same. So I don't understand how all of a sudden we just got to this point where we're like trying to rush my baby out, you know, especially when, like I said, it's an educated guess. Nobody knows the exact age of my baby in there,
Yeah.
you know. So it could be a week, 5 days from now. I don't think that's much of a risk if it's natural.
Man, I get you. The daughter that I had at home, she was 10 months according to the doctors. She was in my wife's womb for 10 months.
And perfectly fine.
She came out 10-pound baby. She was a big baby.
Big baby, of course, because she's in her gaining weight.
Yeah, exactly. But I also had a midwife deliver at home. She had no episiotomy, no rips, no tears. It was a very miracle. But I mean, everything went out perfect.
Not a miracle, man. That's just God letting nature take its
But I also
course,
had the right
man.
people too. Like she's a midwife.
Yeah.
She was good. So yeah,
And that's what I'm trying to do. That's why we having this conversation,
So I
because
get
I
you.
want the right people in here when my baby's being born. I want the right people giving me and my wife advice. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you had the right midwife. You chose wisely. You
Yeah.
don't just pick anybody for that.
No,
and just because
yeah.
somebody got RN on their shit don't mean nothing.
You're right. Not for anything. I agree with you. They will always, and that's why I was telling you, our protocols. They'll always institute the protocols in which they do every single 100,000 times a day, and this is a part of the protocol. So you have to ask and say no.
Yeah, I know. When
And
I already know the
they'll stop.
pharmaceutical business. I know
They'll
that.
stop.
I know it's an agenda to push out. Believe me, man. I'm awoke, bruh. Like for real. I'm far from So I know what's going on. I know that they want doctors to push prescriptions. I know about all that. I'm a holistic person though. I'm a natural person. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, that's how I rock, man. And I just wanted it to be respected, in a way to where respected. Boom. Oh, okay, that's what you want. Well, here's the facts, and that's what it is. Not, okay, you said this, but let me tell you this. Let me tell you it's just perfectly fine. Her body puts it off, and then what we're doing is we're putting more. So you trying to do what her body naturally does on its own. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing about it, man. But like I said, I want my baby to be monitored. I want her to be monitored, my other baby, and everything to be good. And then if she feels fine, we'll go home and we'll come back, man. And we'll do this thing the right way, the natural way, how I felt about it in the first place.
Okay, cool. I think we're good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Tell them to call me if there's any issues, and I'll do my best to advocate for y'all.